What's going on, everybody? Good morning. Happy Friday. It's me and Miss Ward today. How you doing, Miss Ward?
I'm absolutely phenomenal, man. I'm over here playing with backgrounds, typical me, just like a kid in a candy store. Let me get right.
I
Yeah,
see
but I'm
you.
doing great, man. And you know what they say, blessed and highly favored. Got a shout out for the church ladies.
There you go. Yep, it's
Yeah.
Friday, everybody. Merry Christmas. Hope everybody's ready. Hope you've done all your shopping. And I'm pretty much done. You ready for Christmas, Miss Ward?
Yeah, I'm ready for Christmas and Kwanzaa. You know how we do. We got to represent.
There you go. And what I'm not pardon me for being ignorant of this, but tell me a little bit about Kwanzaa because I've never really looked into it.
Yeah, well, I want to do it justice, but basically, it's just something that where you kind of just celebrate unity and thankfulness throughout the last 7 days. So
Okay.
it says the principles of Kwanzaa are unity, which is umoja, and then self-determination, collective work and responsibility, cooperative economics, purpose, creativity, and faith.
Love it.
So that's basically what it is, man.
Love it. Yep. So Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, and everything else that you might celebrate. Hopefully everybody's ready for an awesome weekend. I am actually taking off next week, and it's my first time taking off for several days in a row, for multiple days in a row since we opened the store. And um, we were originally thinking about going out of town and stuff like that, but we're just going to kind of hang out around the area. But shout out to the Mechanicsville Appliance team. I know y'all got this. Ain't
Awesome.
nothing but a thing. Let's see here. Good morning, Kurt. Merry Christmas, brother. Good morning, Saul. Feliz Navidad, hermano. Dios te bendiga. For all of our Spanish speaking brethren. Yes, sir. Feliz Navidad. And all right, well, we're gonna get into some Freestyle Friday here. As you can see, EJ's not here, so everybody make sure you shoot EJ a message. Give him a little bit of crap for standing us up this morning, but we love you, EJ. We know you're out there doing big things.
Exactly.
But get your questions ready. We're gonna pray this thing up, and we are super excited to hear what you guys want to talk about. Miss Ward, would you like to do the honors of praying us up this morning?
Sure, absolutely. Lord, please give us the strength to get out of our own way. Lord, thank you for even allowing us to wake up and be graced with another day to praise your holy name and to order our steps in the way you would see us to go. Amen.
Amen. Love it. Thank you, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. So yeah, drop your questions down in the comments. It is a crazy weather experience. Miss Ward was just sharing with me. It's like 20 some degrees in Florida right now.
Yep, yep. Right here in the panhandle, lower Alabama is right 29 degrees. I was like, oh, let me roll back over.
Those y'all Floridians aren't gonna know how to act, huh?
Yeah, well, I don't know if these people over here consider themselves Floridians. It's a whole nother country, man. That's the thing I love about my state, boy. You hit four corners, you done basically seen the world.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see here. We got a question. Looks like this is about the store. Is the store self-sustainable yet as far as sales go? Or is it more of a place to run service calls out of? Oh, yeah, it's well, it depends on if you define self-sustainable. It's making enough money to pay the bills, pay the employees. It's not making enough money to pay TK. So once we get to that point, I'll let you know. But I think considering we opened in September and here it is September, October, November, December. And even the first month we paid the bills. So I'm happy with the growth. I'm happy with the way things are going. It is for those of you out there that are appliance service company owners that are considering opening a store. My biggest word of advice to you, and this is opening any business, is do your research and plan, plan, plan. I thought that I had done my research and planned enough, but you can never do enough. Get your ducks in a row. Get your if you're branching from a service business and then expanding into the store, your service business needs to be running like clockwork before you try to do this, because I'm learning as I go. And I got to give a shout out to all the people in the community that have helped me, um, because without other wise counsel and other people coming alongside of me and giving me advice and all these different things, it wouldn't have been as smooth as it is. And I'm not saying it was super smooth. I've been stressed out, man. I got back on the nicotine. I'm trying to get off that. So y'all know how that goes. Old CK is a roller coaster.
Awesome, man. That's why I believe in boots on the ground. I'm always telling people, you don't know. You can analyze a business and do X, Y, and Z and study, but you got to have boots on the ground. You got to have that. You got to have that round table. That's what I call it, because that's the only reason I'm successful. Because I stay on the phone with their ass on the regular.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean you've definitely been there, and you're a prime example of getting you're one thing from following you and watching your videos over the past few years. You're all about keeping everybody in check and keeping your ducks in a row, so to speak. And I admire that about you. I don't know if everybody watching has noticed this about me, but I'm a little bit scatterbrained. So I have a hard enough time keeping my thoughts in a row, much less everybody around me. So, but it's awesome. We've put together a really nice team. We just got a new guy, Josh. Shout out to Josh. He came in, young man, 20 years old, no experience, and he's so far working out really good. We got a couple of people, doing sales and working behind the sales counter and helping. So shout out to all of them as well. And shout out to all the teams out there. And I hope everybody has a great holiday this year. And, I'll say this, as far as the holidays, whatever you celebrate, um, when you have this time off, man, really, really immerse yourself in spending time with your family. There's not all the money in the world is not going to substitute quality time with your family. Put the phone away, turn the emails off, put I guarantee you that no one's gonna die if you don't answer your phone or whatever, or your emails during this little Christmas break you're gonna have. So I just encourage everybody, man, spend time with your family, have some fun, play some board games. You like board games, Miss Ward?
Absolutely, man.
Yeah,
Absolutely, I do. And that family thing is real, because that's one side a lot of people don't see. But just like me, just grabbing my lotion remind me of my mama. Remember when I was on that video, I was like, "Ma, hand me that lotion. I can't be an ashy black woman on YouTube."
that was hilarious. That was hilarious.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, there's some things in life you can't go back and get. And that's why, people see me go hard in the paint, as the kids say, basically every day. But, my earlier part of my life, me and my partner, we raised 5 kids, and, they're all great, productive citizens. But I'm telling you, if
Beautiful
I
kids.
hadn't kind of got that out the way first, there's no way I could do what I'm doing now. You know what I mean? So family is everything. You can't go back and get that time.
No,
Trying to tell you, man.
you're
Or the
absolutely
memories.
right. I'm of the firm belief when it's work time, you need to work. But when it's break time and you need to spend some time with the family or friends or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
enjoy yourself, man. We got a question coming in from Saul. Let's ask a serious question here. Favorite Christmas dinner meal? I'll let you go first. Everybody else, drop yours in the comments. Favorite Christmas dinner meal?
Man, I'm telling you, I like that. That gotta have that mac and cheese, peach
Ooh.
cobbler, sweet potato pie, black eyed peas, man. And oh my God, man, I could do that all day, all day. Let's not leave out the collard greens, mustard greens, turnip greens.
Oh yeah.
Try to tell you,
Um,
man.
it literally, when we started this, it was not storming at all, and I don't know what just blew in, but my wife is walking the dog. So you guys drop your questions. I seriously need to call my wife real quick. I'm just gonna mute
Handle
for a
your
second.
business, man. We got it. Yeah, but
She's here. I'm sorry. She was smart. She came back. I was like I literally hear like ice or hail pelting the windows right now. I was like, what is going? Is it hailing, babe? Oh wow. Okay. In the subject of favorite Christmas dinner meal, I will tell you what my not favorite Christmas dinner meal is: turkey. I'm so burnt out on turkey by Christmas. I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to look at it. My my brother-in-law is a really good cook, so he typically does some sort of beef entree. You know, I think one year we did I can't remember what it was, prime rib or something like that. I can't
mm,
remember. It was really good. My favorite Christmas dinner meal. That's a hard one, to be honest with you, because I love so much. I've already mentioned this before. My aunt's broccoli casserole. That's my favorite holiday dish. Period. Like, if she ever really wanted to just bless me for Christmas or Thanksgiving, just bring me a whole pan of that broccoli casserole. But we actually like to do breakfast. My wife usually does breakfast on Christmas Day as like a breakfast casserole because she can just pre-make it and then slap it in the oven. And I really do like the breakfast casseroles. Those are good. Let's see what the audience there has to say. Those proteins: turkey, ham, and prime rib. Yep,
mm-hmm,
rib roast.
mm.
Let's see. Everybody's blowing me up this morning, Miss Ward.
You know how it is,
Ham,
man.
no honey glazing. Get that spiral crap. I like it thick as steak. Okay, Doug. I see you, buddy.
Got it.
I see you. Let's see here. I think I missed a few.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
no, I didn't. There you go.
And I'm about that short rib game, boy. You give me some short ribs falling off the bone, I'll be like,
Yeah,
"What up, Gordon Ramsay?"
yeah, yeah, for sure. Let's see. Saul said Spanish lechon, roast
Mm,
pork butt,
mm.
and caquito Spanish eggnog. Oh boy, I might just go home right now. roast pork butt does sound good.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Lechon. I don't know what lechon means in Spanish, but or caquito, but I got to brush up on my Spanish. So I actually have an announcement that I'd like to make for those out there. I am getting some things in motion to go back to El Salvador. For those that have been following me, know that I was heavily involved with mission work in El Salvador for about 8 years, and haven't been able to go for the last few years because of COVID. And the in-country missionaries reached out to me and my wife and asked us if we would be interested in leading the very first all-American team to El Salvador. The mission group I work with is Shelter Canada. So it's a Canadian mission group. I just happened to get involved with it through a Canadian friend of mine. But if you're out there listening and you have any interest in going somewhere and having a life-changing, faith-building, just awesome experience, shoot me a private message and let me know, because it is, if all the kinks get worked out and we get this thing rolling, it's going to be amazing. We go down there and build houses for people that are going through hard times, and we here in America, we see one side of poverty, but when you go to these third world countries like El Salvador, you see true poverty, where and the people are just so beautiful, and their hearts are just filled with faith and love. And El Salvador is a very dangerous place to go, but when you're going there for the right reasons and with the right spirit, the people just love it. And, if you're interested at all, shoot me a message and we can talk about it, because I'm super excited.
Kudos to you, man, because that's giving back on a whole nother level there. You know?
Yeah. Well, I started going, I think in 2000 and 2010 or 2011, and it absolutely changed my life, because I thought that I had, working with the church in the inner cities of Richmond here, and trying to minister to people in the less fortunate neighborhoods, and building all these relationships with people. That was life changing in itself. But then when I went to El Salvador and I saw the way that people were living, people working for $10 a day, people living in literal shacks built out of wood and clay, and in an earthquake ridden area where one earthquake your whole house could topple down on you. And just the awesome love that everyone had. Like the community, when we go into these villages, the community comes together and everyone's helping, and everyone's there to support one another and make it a beautiful thing. Somebody said ham steak fried in a cast iron skillet. Okay. That's hey, you can, Paul. Hit me up, brother. We can make it happen. Doug, I am very rich. Oh, maybe not monetary. Okay. I'm not sure what that means, but okay. So drop your questions down below, folks. It is Freestyle Friday. You got anything specific you'd like to chat about, Miss Ward? I feel like I've been hogging the conversation.
Sure. I think that like I told you, I'm always reading a book and I'm always trying to expand my brain. Of course, you always hear me talk about Atomic Habits by James Clear, because I've been reading it over and over. I'm probably on the 10th round, because there's some books you read, every time you read it and apply something, your life gets better. And so, I've been coaching a lot of people lately, and some of the challenges, particularly first world problems. That's what us Americans, because we're so spoiled. I think that people really have to work on and pray about ordering their steps, and clearing your mind, and just, clearing your mind of distractions so you can actually accomplish something. A lot of times I talk to people and they have all these ideas and that's all wonderful, but you can be brilliant all day, but if you can't apply stuff consistently, you're never going to get where you want to go. I think that's the hardest thing with us over here in America, because we have so many distractions and we have so many comforts. Like, we don't understand what it is to keep the main thing. Because like you say, a squirrel could run by and that's the new thing, the new shiny object. So, I like to see people in the chat talk about, or things that they want to accomplish, or goals they may have, and some of the challenges they have in place.
Yeah, I'd like to hear that too, because I'll be the first one to admit this. I am horrible, and I'm getting better at it, but I am horrible at follow through. I have good ideas all day long. You know, I'll have a good idea and I'll talk to somebody about, yeah, that's a great idea, and I'll get the ball rolling on something. But what I need to work on, and this is something that was brought to my attention recently when we did our Service Alliance Group business retreat, is that I might have all these great ideas, but I have a hard time following through with the ideas and making them happen and all those things. And really, I've learned for me that I just need to, the things that are important and those things that need to get done, I have to make a schedule for them. I can't just say, oh, I'm going to get to that when I get to it. It has to get put on a scheduled list, and I have to dedicate the time to do that. And that's one thing that I've learned, and that's just me because I'm a very ADD, whatever you want to call it, ADD person. And if I don't have lists and I don't have those lists where I can actually check things off my box, they won't get done. They won't happen, and I'll run around like a chicken with my head cut off most of the day.
Yeah.
So, all right, folks, we're not getting any more questions in the chat. You guys got to fire something off.
Yeah, well, you know, that's why I like Atomic Habits, you know, because it teaches you how to just put like minor incremental changes or little things in place so you can get things done. You know, me, I have to compartmentalize my life and my time in order to get certain things, because if I have a goal or something I'm reaching for, and I was saying that in a video.
Did she freeze or did I freeze? Can you still hear me? There we go.
Yeah, I can hear you. You've been freezing, man.
Oh, have I?
Yeah, we can hear you though.
Oh, okay. So my audio's okay, but the video's freezing?
Yeah.
Okay. It says I'm connected to the internet and it's a strong signal, but anyways. But yeah, I need to read that one, the Atomic Habits. Who's that by?
James Clear.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll send you a link.
James Clear. I got to check that one out. Cool. Sounds like a plan. Yeah, I one of the things I asked for
Wow, now we can't hear you. Ooh, boy, I'm telling you, this is what I mean. You never know what's gonna happen. You gotta be ready to pivot at all times. But getting back to James Clear, great book, Atomic Habits. And one of the biggest quotes out of that is that you do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. And I think that's everyone's problems. People don't have enough systems in place, and they're not disciplined enough to maintain them. I don't know where TK went. I don't know if anybody can hear me. I'm showing I'm clear on my end. Let me just get out of this full screen. Oh, I guess it's just me, guys. I hope y'all can hear me. So like I was saying, pick up Atomic Habits. I cannot see the chat because of where I am on the stream. But like I said, the great book, Atomic Habits by James Clear. I'm sure TK will be coming back in. And I hope everybody's truly prepared, not only for the holiday, but you have your goals and plans in order for success. You know, you don't have to wait on the new year to get into your New Year resolutions. You should be putting that blueprint in place right now. And you should be taking time, you know, to enjoy your families and things of that nature. And you should also be able to plan next year so that you can take, like me, I'm all about trying to take every quarter a vacation, you know, because we earn it. We work hard for it. Not quite sure where TK is. Let me see. I'm assuming he fell off the chat, let's see if I can see anybody's comments. Let's see. I don't know where my boy went, but I'm sure he should be coming back in. Here he comes. Somebody's coming in. All right. What's up? Look at the pimp. PIMP.
I'm
Got the
sitting there on
lean
my
to the
couch.
side here. What's going on, man?
I'm sitting there on my couch. I just saw TK send a message says power went out. I was like, well, I better check in at least.
Yeah, I'm glad you did, man, because you know it gets scary when y'all leave me out here because, you know, I already don't have no filter. I'm on my best behavior on this channel. Praise the Lord. Yeah, but you know, at the end of the day, we got to get it in, y'all. So, like I was saying earlier, I was talking to the crew about Atomic Habits. You know,
Yeah.
12-Week Year by Brian Moran is another great book. You put those two books together, you can't win. I mean, you can't lose. And then, you know, we love Brian Tracy, man, and of course, Mr. Maxwell. You know, but at
Yeah.
the end of the day, people got to invest in themselves and they got to be able to take that early morning time, take some time to yourself, you know?
Amen. I
And,
actually just got that Atomic Habits uh, book 2 days ago.
mm-hmm.
So that's on my list. Saul's recognize we lost TK and gained TJ. Funny thing, Saul just texted me a few minutes back and said, "EJ, you stood us up, putting on." Yeah, I I tell you, the cold come through, and it's not a lot of snow, but it's a lot of ice, and it got super cold. And me and the wife woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning because we were like shivering.
Oh,
Like,
man.
oh no.
Man. Yeah, it's 29 degrees here, man. I'm in Crestview, Icebox of Florida.
Oh man, and you as north as you can get in Florida.
Yeah, man.
That's you must be froze. It's like I don't know, it's like -10 here, but
Gee,
the feels
man.
like it's -40 or something.
Oh, man. Man.
That's right, Saul. That's right. Don't underestimate me.
Hey, man.
Well, I know I'm too late to the conversation to add any value, but I didn't want
Man,
you to close
just
it
you
right.
being here, man. Just you being here. Don't ever say that, man. You a value add proposition at all times, bro. Remember that. You know
Amen.
you got your hype man over here. EJ, EJ.
I hear you. I hear you. So let's close it out today. If you if you don't
they got a
know,
they got
check
a
out.
quick question.
Oh, do we?
Yeah, I just saw the chat. What are you guys take on when what yeah.
What is your take on when you make a second trip to close the job and they start explaining additional issues on what you think was going on to be your last visit? Should charge you additional? It depends to me. If I'm understanding it, if it's the same appliance, I I continue. If it's a different appliance, you get that additional appliance service charge rolling again. So I think I'm answering that. What is
Well,
that
I
how you
think
take it too?
yeah, I think what they're saying is you go back and then they found more issues and you came back to fix the main issue with that appliance. You know, for me, I'm gonna keep it a buck. It depends on the attitude of the customer. It's a little a lady that remind me of my grandma. I'm gonna shut up, yes ma'am, no ma'am, and I'm gonna take care because I need to try to keep at least one toe in heaven. You know. Now, if it's an idiot and I know they're trying to do a come up or a hustle, I refund and I walk away because they're not my caliber of client. But if it's something that I know as a technician I overlooked, I own it and I just handle it. Because you know how many times we go into a crib, we're rushing, we do a quick diag, you know, and
Yeah.
then we miss something. You got to be honest, and then you got to be able to sleep at night. That's basically my take on it.
So what about the third option? It wasn't something you missed. They ain't hustling, but they're entitled.
Bro, you know you talking to the wrong. That entitled word just sent me off the edge. I got your entitled.
We're gonna ruin your whole Friday just by saying that one word. Don't
Y'all
come
don't
at
put
me with
that energy over
entitled.
here. I got to hit the road, man. Don't put that energy over here. I'm all positive energy till you work my nerves and I have to go left on you.
we
Quick.
got we got this customer that yesterday. We had went out. I went out and she had a fridge and a dishwasher. It was a leaking inlet valve on her fridge and the door cables on her dishwasher. Well, we sent a guy back out to do the parts install, and there was something wasn't right about the inlet valve, and he thought the door cables were wrong. So we had to go back again. Right? No big deal. But when we was doing the scheduling, she had sent us a message and said, "Well, at this point, I feel like I should be priority." Like,
I can't.
priority. Like, it ain't like we've been there 5 times or nothing. Like, come on. Yeah, there you go, Alex. So, let's get this Friday started. Again, I was going to shout out Miss Ward in the house. Solid Steps to Wealth on YouTube. If you like what you see in here and you want a little bit more, she give it a little bit. She gives us the censored version for all of us. So you want a little kick in the teeth? Go check out Solid Steps to Wealth, and of course check out servicealliancegroup.com if you want to make your business better. We got the resources. So with that, we're gonna sign out, Miss Ward.
Amen.
You didn't know you was going to start with TK and finish with EJ.
Hey, it's all good. Y'all my brothers all day.
Y'all have a great weekend. A very Merry Christmas. And we'll see you back Monday. All right. Peace out.